Time sure flies.
Slayton is not here yet.
He'll be coming.
Thomas, how was your vacation?
After burying David, my father, I visited my first wife, Heather, and my son, Derek, on Earth. And Beth was there also. Heather got evangelical on me. Kept trying to convert me the whole time. It was okay for a few days, but I didn't want to stay too long. Yes, reunions can get old. Heather is one of my former wives. I gathered, but how many of those do you have? Just 2, but don't let Dick get around. No, sir. Sir, Mearson and Benton will remain in their positions, but most of the people from the earlier mission have been reassigned. Is this the last of them? Wait, what about DeVries? Juliana DeVries isn't coming on the mission. She got reassigned. I think the battle frightened her off. I know this new transition will be hard, seeing as how Earth was just attacked. But our mission doesn't take us into battle. So our mission, as an exploration starship crew, is to explore the planet, find Char, and report back to command once we do. Owen Cervantes will not be joining us this time either. He returned to Earth when his brother went AWOL, and we can't reach James, his other brother. I don't think we'll need him. Contacting them won't be necessary.
Rescuing the Adamson is our first priority, then?
Lieutenant Donald Benton, reporting his order.
Donald, how did you get assigned to the ship?
Everett sent me. He decided we need a position at the helm, and a position opened up. I don't know about having 2 Bentons on the ship.
I trust you'll get us back to Earth safely.
I'll try. I agree. We'll make it back all right. Orange Claw showed me the way, and I knew it, but I decided to humor him. Tell him we'll be right there. It's good to see you again. Yes, sir. So, Michael, what'd you do on your shore leave? I don't want to talk about it. You went to Earth like I did. What'd you do there? You really don't want to know. So you did visit someone. All right. I visited my ex-wife. Okay. Sorry I asked. I told you. Attention crew, we're going to the new planet shortly. Stations, everyone. Aye, sir. He didn't have any fun on shore leave, neither did I. We might find Nathan Char, but we're not military police, and can't arrest him. He can do what he wants. I hate it when we have to call in the authorities after we get there. Suppose he uses that technicality against us. It's more than a technicality, McKee. Char could legally get away, which is why I have to know what the Space Forces intend to do to prevent it. Nothing for the moment. What of the Kaylee? The Space Forces have Prakak's help rebuilding the fleet. Should take him a few months. And the Dotal ship. No word on what happened, but the ship is still in orbit. It's about time we turned our attention to the mission. Yes, sir. We're going to explore a new planet where humans have never been. And so, we will need to be on our toes and our best behavior when there. Who's going to tell us what we should and shouldn't do? I've called for an expert. His name is Orange Claw. Well, that makes sense. Orange Claw reporting his order. Welcome aboard, Orange Claw. Shall we give you a rank while you're with us? That will not be necessary. I'm an advisor. The Tau Ceti system is about 12 light years from here. You've never been to Sagrum, so there's some things you should know about us. For instance, stop calling it Tau Ceti. Only humans would presume to name someone else's star system without ever visiting them. I'm sure you'll keep us up to date. I will not let you do anything that might cause an incident, but since Char is there, we probably already have my people disconcerted about humans. You think you're not ready? I think humans should wait longer before visiting other stars. What is done can't be undone. Then you will help us. I will. Don't worry about it. It'll be a good learning experience for us. You can even call me Thomas. I would prefer to call you Captain or Cassins, sir. Suit yourself. Well, this is going to be a very interesting mission.
Thomas, if we want to catch up with Char, we should get going.
Well, it's been a month. He's 12 days ahead of us. A little over a month. Benton and Benton, take us out there.
We're going to Segru.
The new drive system should get us there in no time.
Oh, great. Never been tested.
It should take us 6 days to get there with new engines. That's not long at all. We got faster engines. We're going to use the network the Cohnirri use. It's an old Borg transport conduit. It is ancient. Thought to have been built by the Clan Adol, but it was probably the Iconians. The Electra told us about it and how to use it over 40 years ago, but since the Majestic mission, we haven't used it publicly. We came through this network years ago. The Dotal ship that assisted us. Let's get a move on then. Hyperdrive engaged. Warp speed. Network opening dead ahead. We must prepare for the eventuality that somehow Char has already caused an incident we can't stop. Still no word from the Decremus version of the space fleet. Nothing yet, Captain. But even if he did cause something to happen, he couldn't have destroyed the fleet. Something else must have happened. This is an Alliance planet. Billions of my people and others live there, and other planets in the system. Wasn't like this on your last visit. No, it is not, but we have detected your ship in orbit of long-range sensors. So they're intact. We'll know in a few hours. Till then, we must do some sightseeing. Won't be long before we see the jewel of the system, the gas giant Desimist. Here puts Jupiter and Saturn to shame. You humans and your strange names.
The gas giant is magnificent. It's so purple.
My people call it Desmist, but you probably have some ridiculous Terran name for it, I'm sure. Humans have always been fascinated with Tau Ceti. We've learned a lot in the past centuries. I think we did all right in those early days. Humans often speculated that they were alone in the universe. The irony is, you were visited many times. Your space agencies hid the truth. Your government decided you weren't ready, which I find was a wise move on their part. We should be going to Degrimus. It's been 6 days. We're nearly there. Very exciting. Humans get too excited. Just because it's no big deal to you doesn't mean it isn't to us.
The Kylene Assembly has answered, sir. They are mer people, but they don't know anything about the Adamson.
I suppose you humans thought you imagined them as well.
They probably visited us just as your people did.
Your planet was sort of a living laboratory, as many of these planets are. Decremus is a little larger than Earth, but it should be balmy down there, so we won't need cold weather gear. Some kind of lab. It sure looks like Earth from here. We will need to contact my people next. The Kylene are not representative of our government. I am concerned we have not heard from them. The planet is a water world with a vast chain of islands and small continents. Most of the islands are around the equator and the ice caps. That is Decremus. You will find that the northern forested continent has more than enough arable land. However, a renegade terror group from the Letamok took the liberty of making most of the cities uninhabitable, and we only recently relocated 500 million citizens to another city-state. That's terrible. Massacring whole cities. Yes, but we defeated them before I was born, in the great war that led to the formation of the Alliance. The remains of them are still called Kal, and has become a slur among their kind also. Oh, I guess who's here? Nathan Char. Someone then knows about orbital approaching. She's in a stable orbit around the planet. How about a channel to the Adamson? You won't believe this, Cassins, but Nathan jumped ship. I believe it. What happened? It took us 12 days getting here. At first we were going to plunder the world together, but Char shot the communication station and the helm console and fled like a coward, telling me not to follow him or he'd kill me. He took some of the Davies crew with him in a shuttle and landed on the surface. He landed? What did he do that for? He said he got bored. Damn, that's why he shot. Just what were you thinking? Well, I regret it, believe me. Sure, you two are best friends. I went along with him at first, yes, but then I realized he just wanted to run and hide. What a coward. You haven't figured that out yet. When your brothers learn what you've done, they'll be livid. But I could be redeemed. I could help you find Char down there. I accept your surrender. Decremus is not the place for your foolish games. We have to bring Char back, unless you have a better idea. I might, Captain. Let him hide out on the planet until the Sakara hunt him down, or he dies of starvation. He betrayed me, and now I don't care. Maybe he's right. Letting that idiot get killed or eaten would be perfect retribution. I don't think there are any natives who would find Nathan Char tasty. He's too bitter. I'll go over to the Adamson with Benton and conduct repairs. We'll be here waiting. How come your crew didn't stop him? We went along with it because it was adventure originally, and then we realized that Char had gone from being entertaining to just plain loco. Grow up and quit playing the bad guy. Cassin's out. Is it just my imagination, or is Cervantes what they used to call a man with the mind of a teenager? He's been like that since the day we met him years ago. Since he's obviously unstable, he can't be held responsible for this. Nor can he be trusted. I know, but we're going to need him. His knowledge of how Char thinks may come in handy. Everett gave us discretionary powers on this mission to try and hold Char's people until the authorities can come for him. How do we catch someone like him? That is still something I haven't worked out. I thought you might say that.
The atmosphere and germs appear to be similar to ours, and with Char and his group here, they probably give him ours.
The Ancient Ones formatted this planet as close to terrestrial as their worlds were, and it's puzzling that your germs are similar to ours, but you will likely have trouble eating our food.
And then Char will too.
Nothing out here can kill us, but it might give us a bad cold. Try not to get a cut or a bruise down here, everyone. We have no idea what an infection might do. Yes, sir. Cervantes, you aren't to do anything against my instructions on this mission. Some of the Adamson crew are your loyal allies, and we need you to find Char. I have no love for Char and his traitors. Good, because now that we're here, I'm responsible for you. So if you screw up just once more, I'll have you tossed in our brig, where I guarantee you won't escape. I will not betray you. Good enough. We should have contacted someone in power here first.
I'll start a search of the area.
I will join you. Begin the search. The rest of us should get to work on a base of operations. Char may die. I will look for my people for now. Welcome to the River City. It will be very important to meet as soon as possible.
This planet is amazing. It's a paradise.
Yes, it is. Most of this was what we managed to restore since our exile here. Long ago there was more land and great cities of earth, stone, and metal rising into the sky. This might look like a fertile jungle, but looks can be deceiving. We're not on Earth. This planet is probably deadly to us. We must take every precaution not to upset what natural processes exist here. Coastal cities on the edges of the old landforms were destroyed when the polar ice caps were completely melted. The Letamok didn't want us to leave this world, but we fought back, and we were smarter than they gave us credit for. Some of the spaceports and ships were hidden from them, and we escaped into the night while they weren't looking, and reached planet Kalat and sent the Cohnirri after them. The Letamoks have weapons that powerful. They can melt ice caps. Only the most powerful weapons can do that, but they're now banned. All of this happened before the Alliance became official, when the Cohnirri were transitioning from Empire to Republic. How did the Letamok get to be in charge of the Alliance if they did all these horrible things to your people? To them we were revolutionaries, traitors to the Empire, and we were banished here to keep us locked up. This was before the Alliance established the laws that govern the star systems under the Cohnirri and Letamok domain. These laws keep the current Letamok government from taking slaves, going to war, torturing others, or robbing them of their ships or planets. They have kept the peace for hundreds of years now, and have not crossed the line. Some of them are renegades, though. Prakak mentioned Nagail Pura, who doesn't think much of law of any kind. Well, that he doesn't. If Pura comes here, and he just might, we must be prepared to leave this solar system. We cannot fight him with our 2 ships. I doubt if even a whole fleet of ships just like the Adamson could make a difference against his armada. You have plenty of time to fill us in what we're doing here, Orange Claw. I contacted the locals while we were on our way so that we didn't get arrested. Orange Claw, we are step-siblings of your nephew Rascal. I am called Oldar. Oldar, your scent is welcome. You see, human friends, we can tell who we are by our scent before we meet. Really, is that how you could tell I was married to Beth? Oh, yes. I can tell that the Bentons have a certain scent, and Slayton and Cervantes and you, all of you do as well. Here my nose is clearer than among you. Are you trying to say we stink? Yes, you humans do smell rather unappealing. These are Captain Thomas Cassins and some of his crew. Welcome to our planet, Thomas Cassin. Thank you, Oldor. Nathan Char. You were looking for about 45 men from the human ship that came here over 35 days ago. Other ships will be coming to drop off supplies. We will not be staying long. Perhaps 2 months, until we can find and apprehend Char. He's a fugitive. Yes, but he's dangerous to us. He must be brought in and arrested alive. Problem is, we're not a police group and can only make a citizen's arrest against him. And then we'll meet to set up a base camp near here so that we can keep an eye on you. And you can keep an eye on them. Then let's get started immediately. Orange Claw, the locals don't control the planet, right? That is right. This is merely a continental body, a nation-state. We have still not been able to contact anyone higher above the chain of command. So it could be kicked off the planet at any time. I don't think it will come to that, even if Char starts trouble beyond raiding containers, which will begin soon. Well, then we can capture him. He will not come, but send his lackeys. That I wholly expect, but this Coeur, can we trust him? He will be loyal to his ends, as any politician is. Great. We are very similar. Not something you'd admit to, right? Must be the genes. Aldar, what can I do for you? Tom Cassins, the Council of Elders wishes an audience with you. Kurasasko wishes to speak with you. Oldar, you are unexpected. I am Elder Kurasasku, head magistrate of the Council of Elders. I am Thomas Cassins, commander of the Endeavor, an Earthship from the star we call Sol. Ah, the Forbidden Region. Orange Claw's with you. It figures you'd behind the landing. They did, sir. The humans are more advanced than we have been told. In many ways, but in some ways they are backward. Some of their renegades have been here for weeks, doing whatever they like. That is why I summoned you. Yes, sir. The renegade humans must not continue raiding the overgrown areas. They'll be killed if they eat anything. We've been trying to find them without success, sir. Make sure that you stay away from the main city nearby, even though I understand it is where you call home. What a weird coincidence. Why, sir? Bad things happen there. The Ledmark stench resides in that area. We won't go to the city unless Char is hiding there. If they go there, it will be with my assistance. It'll be enough protection. These are dangerous times, Orange Claw. Be on your guard. Yes, sir. Good day. Doctor, what have you got for me?
Yes, Captain. The good news is that my analysis corroborates other scientific tests. The air is safe and is actually healthier for us here than on Earth. The germs on this planet seem to give us no ill effects, and I'm not sure why that is. I've identified the germs for the common cold and flu here, but they are genetically different as not to cause any ill effects.
And the bad news?
The water is contaminated. It contains high traces of iron oxides, mercury, lead, uranium oxide, and methane. The natives are even a bit ill from it. Also, I wouldn't recommend eating any of the native fruits or killing any game for food, unless you like having violent stomach cramps, followed by even more violent expulsion. It's not pretty, sir.
The cities Orange Claw mentioned that got destroyed. They must have leaked tremendous amounts of pollutants when it came crashing down on them.
The stuff is in the flora and fauna as well. The planet is dying. It might look green and lush, but in a few years they will not have enough pure water to feed the ecosystem, and the animals that depend on it will die, as well as the Sakara that eat them.
Is there anything we can do about it?
Actually, there is, sir. We've been fighting similar pollutant imbalance on Earth for centuries, and we took it to our colonies in the solar system, where space colonists perfected systems for getting rid of waste byproducts. And Earth benefited. Yeah, we can restore their ecosystem, but it would take years.
Well, that's a reason enough to keep us around for a while. The Sakara will be overjoyed to learn how to clean up their planet. Good idea, isn't it? Sure is.
Your report is here, if you want to read it.
I will read it right now. You've been coming out here a lot lately, Thomas. It relaxes me. After all this, it's amazing that we're actually here. I wonder if the universe really is some master creator's work. I was thinking about Mearson. No, I was thinking about Mearson, what you said earlier in a report. You're interested in her, aren't you? I don't blame you. I'd have lousy luck with women in the past, but if there's a creator in all this, he'd have to lend me an assist, sir. You're not going to find romance that way. I would have never thought you were the type. I thought you spiritualist. Yes, but I was thinking of alternatives, sir. Well, I'm not religious. I just don't buy the whole fuss over what prophet said what about whom. But I do buy that there's a God. Yes, that makes me halfway there. You're seeking something besides Char's hide and a break, then? I suppose. I just hadn't thought much about it. I've been avoiding really any social interaction with the crew. I know Arlene and Donald have been trying to get me to go to their Bible study for days. Faith is about believing before you find out the facts. I hadn't thought of that. The grains of sand on the beach are like the stars in the sky, and each one has planets. Imagine if each had life like us. God wouldn't choose one planet, would he? Orange Claw may be right about our lack of preparedness in space, but I think it's time we got ready. And here we are, 12 light years from our Earth. Here we are. Actually, the sun's over there, right beyond that mountain. Know it all. I should stick to engineering, but I probably won't listen to that. After I get something for this headache. Happens when I discuss really deep things with people. A defense mechanism, perhaps? You started this. So I did. Lieutenant Benton, status report.
The crew is doing well, sir.
That's good.
I was wondering when we might be going home, Commander.
Anxious to get back to Earth, Lieutenant.
My husband and I have a child back home with the grandparents.
I knew that.
No, you didn't.
I've had a lot on my mind lately. So are there any interesting ruins on the planet for you to explore?
Sure, but we're supposed to be up here waiting for a supply ship.
Oh, yes, the one due today.
Want me to handle that board, Commander? You seem a little distracted.
Yes, I do. It's just not that interesting in one. They're all down there exploring, and I'm up here.
This is the mission you signed up for. Have a little faith. You might just respect being bored now, if those Dotal came here, or something.
I sure hope they don't.
Did you know that Decrimus has a group of governments controlling nation-states? A bit like the Earth. They have fascinating ruins, but I've only seen one city building since still all week.
Now you're complaining.
But, no I'm not.
Sure you weren't. Oh, the supply ship is here. Hello again, McKee. The Hadrian stands ready. Commander McKee of the Endeavour. It's good to see you again, sir. Nice to see you too. The Earth is still safe and the fleet's being rebuilt thanks to the alien. That's excellent, sir. We hope to be back there in a month. Then we can see it firsthand. They're anticipating something big, but it could be paranoia. The Dotal could return. How was your trip? Any trouble with the ship and crew? No. Well, except for some crazy woman trying to stow away aboard the ship to come out here, yelling about her ex-husband. But Command had her sent back to Earth. That's good. We won't want any unstable people here, no more than we have already. What's that? Nathan Shar is here and we can't find him. Offload the supplies as soon as you can. Will do.
Wait, who is this crazy person?
She called herself Jennifer Slayton, I think.
Michael's ex-wife?
Well, it's a good thing she isn't on your ship. Cassins would hate that, but Slayton would hate it even more. We'll see you soon, Captain. Yes, Commander.
Jennifer wanted to come here to annoy Michael, I bet. She really needs to go back to her counselor about her anxiety problem. She'd have no business coming here, and it might endanger us all.
It'd be such a bad idea.
I know. Still, I wonder who's watching their son while she's off planning to board a ship to come looking for Michael on this planet.
Well, I wouldn't know that.
Well, it's weird, that's all.
Welcome aboard, sir. Thanks. U.S. forces get all the fun missions, like fighting off alien bug lizards. The Letimac are more like hybrids. Some previous group engineered them from a soup of DNA from other species. They only look like bug lizards. Well, if you want to get technical about it.
Don't get him started about the origins of alien species, or he'll be here for a week.
Arlene just doesn't like aliens playing God. Well, it's a little weird what Orangeclaw once said about Earth being a laboratory. Suppose we were just an experiment.
I think it's more likely the humans were just used to make the aliens.
The Cohnirri are an example. Weird that they're exactly like us, I think. I don't buy the idea that they came from a past somehow.
It's complicated. Looks like these Clanadol were a late Type 1 or early Type 2 civilization that had access to tech even thousands of years ago and made off with some human slaves. I can buy that. What I don't buy is that one theory that somehow aliens created us.
And I thought I was going to talk your ear off. Orangeclaw believes what he does, and we think otherwise. I doubt these Clanadol would come around now and convince us otherwise. Right, but we should continue with the mission. Yes, sir. It's good you came. The planet has food, but we can't eat it. Something to do with an enzyme we don't know about, and radiation damage. Maybe your CMO can have a look at it. Normally, I would have to go through Dutch to allow my CMO to talk to the rest of you, but didn't under the circumstance. Dutch isn't here. And what he doesn't know won't get around. We can work around the food shortage for a little, but you're all going to have to turn tail and head back to Earth soon.
Is the Alan Slayton project proceeding as planned?
Yes, we'll need to head off any resistance from the others in politics back home. Seems all this Letimac business is making them nervous. Colonial space forces aren't too pleased.
So they sent your ship as a means to make a statement. The Sakara aren't too fond of the Letimac, so they'll likely join you. Is there something you're not telling us?
San Perkak believes the ship that attacked Earth was only the first, and that more will be coming. I'm supposed to go on scouting out ahead and look for them, and then return to Earth with my report. I suppose your ship's size will attract their attention. I know. We're not to engage any hostiles.
The hostiles might not go along with that. We're due to meet with Thomas on the planet in a few hours. We can talk then.
All right. You might as well tell us what's going on. You served with me for a few weeks until you transferred here. Can I trust the crew? Yes, sir. What's this all about? This is stay between only you and your senior staff, but there are several incidents going on now. San Perkak has reason to believe that the Alliance is on hard times and will lose cohesion in the next few years. The start of this is evident with the movements at Centauri and others toward this star system. The Letimac are coming here. How soon? Could be weeks, but no sooner. Dargrai ships are swarming in the close-by Centauri system, and the Letimac fleet of Commander Purra was last reported at Capaceti, but they've headed this way. Says here that Capaceti was one of their border systems. Not anymore. This Nigel Purra is bringing up a fleet without the permission of the Queen of their alliance. He's a rogue. Where is he headed? The Sol system. They're headed for Earth. Probably looking for the ship they sent after Perkak. So I must speak to Cassins about this shortly. I see. And I know you can trust me crew. As for the renegade humans here, they might not be so helpful. Well, I may have not been allowed to bring up an army, but I did bring a big ship. Maybe I can rough them up a little before I leave. How, sir? We can think of something. Have you been able to meet with anyone in charge that runs the alien fleet? Sir, they don't currently have much of a fleet. No fleet? The Letamok might destroy them. They might.
Captain Wong, may I have a word with you?
You may, Lieutenant.
Has command forgotten about us? We're out here without any psychological provisions, much less an army. At any time, the rebels could cause us hardship or even death.
I suspect the command hasn't forgotten, even if they've been busy with other projects.
I see. But I know that they're planning big things with the alien ships, including the Alan Slayton project, and that they hope to use the new adjustments to defend the solar system. But in the end, there will be no perfect defense. The Pura fleet might be many times our strength, and will wipe us out.
Yes, Earth could be blasted back to the Dark Ages. That is why they're also arming some of their modular ships, including one of the military Space Force has already taken for that purpose.
What would the space military want with one of the modules?
Make a guess.
A ship that big could be a powerful weapon. Haven't we learned anything from recent events? Even if we also retrofit one of those module pole ships, it would just lead to war.
I couldn't say, but if it gets around, this could be trouble back home. The orders come from John Dutch, and he's on the up with the military space. He can do what he likes.
Where's he getting the funds to do this?
That I don't actually know.
You might be right on that last point. However, our immediate problem is to get a psychological doctor. Do you have one?
We do not.
How are we going to understand the enemy based on our wits alone?
I don't know that one either. Orange Claw, you waited up for us. I did. The authorities in this area consider your base not threatening.
That's good to know. I wouldn't want to cause a problem while we're guests here.
The Sacrum system was stripped of our best starships and satellites years ago. So there's nothing to track Char on the surface, but I think I know where he's hiding.
Where?
Just over the ridge of the forest to the north near the river. This is the area of my family. It has been part of the pride for many years. I know it when something isn't right here.
You smell him.
You might say that, but one day he will come to us.
How do you know that?
You humans cannot digest native plant or animal life here, and neither can he. It is fortunately you sent for supplies before we left.
That's true. The ship should be here by now. The key is seeing to the supply ship, so I'm sure you can handle it.
We didn't know the animals wouldn't be edible, nor did we understand anything about them. Mearson is looking into a way to change that.
Until she does, we have to eat what we bring along.
Sakara are hardier than humans, and can eat anything, even food from other planets. It has something to do with how we were raised.
But it would be nice if we could eat native foods.
Perhaps there are some digestible things on this planet, like your rebels.
That isn't helping. Besides, Nathan Char would probably taste terrible.
Captain Cassins? Captain Wong, I see you have arrived safely. Yes, Captain. The Sakara are interested in the provisions you brought to the planet, but they're also concerned you might bring warriors to the planet to live for Char. Our ship doesn't have military police on board. Most of the military forces are rebuilding the fleet, and we couldn't spare even a dozen men to come with me. I thought they'd at least send a platoon. But Sakara don't like smiles, just so you know. It reminds us of bared teeth, for I am Orange Claw, tactical person aboard the Kaleen, an advisor to Cassins on the short mission. I understand you want to look at the supplies in our cargo. The people here are interested in knowing what cargo you are carrying. Just telling me might not satisfy their curiosity.
I'm sure we can arrange a manifest.
I would appreciate it. The cargo will be worked out, but those renegades have to go. I didn't come fully staffed to take care of them. Is Command insane? The cruiser should have enough crew to get them out of here, and they're bound to cause trouble. I don't think Command knows. Security is pathetic. They almost let Jennifer Slayton stow away on my ship. If they hadn't caught her, she'd be here right now. And Jennifer was going to come here? That's such a bad idea. She might make a mess similar to Char. I wouldn't know that, sir. You have an understaffed ship, so the supplies will only be temporary, and there are no military people coming. You have to send for help. That could take over a week getting here. Then let's get to work. I do know the fleet is planning on sending another ship. They're rebuilding the fleet and want to send one here as soon as possible. Well, hopefully Char will be captured by then. But what about this Purra ship? Purra is an aggressive male Letamok commander, a warlord, and he commands a fleet of ships, many times larger than the Terran fleet. He will be coming here on his way to Sol. I cannot see your colony lasting such an invasion. I don't plan on staying long. The fleet will send more ships then. Admiral Viceland of your space division is sending the California. They were nearly ready to leave when I left. She's too old to be out here. It'll just make it worse. She insisted. She was trying to override John Dutch. A war hawk that wants to arm every ship with enough nukes to destroy a planet. Good thing that we no longer have such a stockpile. He sent you, didn't he? Yes, sir. But you deliberately didn't come with an armed escort because you left early. They don't even know where you are. The top brass does, but not Dutch. I got paid plenty. Where will you be off after this? Scouting mission to see if Purra is headed here. If they find me, I'm not coming back. That could be a problem for us. Command has to be told of this. They will be. I'll send a ship back to Sol to tell them. I heard from one of my officers that Dutch was up to no good, but you know he could lock you up if you found out you had this discussion. I understand that I know why you promoted that officer. She would be one heck of a detective. She aspires to be in her spare time, but I'd advise not playing a game of cards with her. She'll beat you. So I've heard. If you're not careful, she's going to be your superior officer one day. Good thing she's not into that whole power grab deal. She'd much rather be a first officer someday. That might happen sooner than you think. Spying out here makes me shiver all over. Not now. Sorry, I get excited.
It's starting to annoy me.
Just admit it. You were a little thrilled when we first met.
I did, but now's not the time.
Max is behind us.
How nice for him.
Maybe someday they will understand us, but not today.
They don't understand us. They want to rule over us.
Nobody rules over me.
Your behavior isn't going to work on me, no matter what.
Why not?
Simple, we're both rebels. This whole bad boy thing, it's lost on others like us.
You did say us, though, Jacqueline.
Shut up before I shoot you.
I think you love that gun so much, you're going to marry it. I don't think that's legal. You do better keep it down. I didn't bring you here so you could chat. The supply ship sent down a shuttle, and we need supplies for us, not just for them.
Char probably has loyal men out there on the other side of the forest clearing. I think I heard some of them stumbling around earlier.
Probably those morons from engineering. They really didn't know what they're doing. I was the weapons expert.
I just hope the reward for his capture is worth it.
What reward?
Antonio told me there was a reward.
Sure there is. I know they'll give us plenty for finding him and bringing him in. After all, they don't have military police on that little base over there.
You better not be making this up, or so help me.
I'm not lying.
Trust me more than Char, right?
Well, he is insane, but you just pretend to be. Huh. Are you insane? You couldn't make more noise if you tried. Orange Claw, you were way over that hill a minute ago. I can do that, but enough of that. You need to report to Cassins immediately. I suppose if we refused, then we'd be arrested. No, I will let the natives eat you. Well, in that case, lead the way. You know, the only thing keeping the elders of the council from sending in the authorities to toss you in a prison somewhere is the fact that we ran interference on your behalf. Oh, you're lying. Are you willing to take the risk? No, sir. Then shut up and get moving. Who are you really working for, Antonio? It's not Char, because he's too crazy. It might have something to do with getting a lot of credits. I work for me. Credits, no. This one is trouble, so should we just dig a hole and toss him into it?
He'd find a way out. He does that a lot.
We're taking him back to the captain.
He's an overgrown child. Antonio Cervantes, you're going to get yourself killed.
I don't need an election. Mom.
I bet you don't talk to your mother in that tone of voice. You may want to plead silence before we get back, though.
Fine, if that's your way of giving in.
Life is not always a battle, and you are not worth the trouble.
It is with me. You're wasting your breath, Arlene. He was probably born convinced he was better than everyone else. I am better, and you're annoying. I can be, but I'm also right. I was also talking about your wife. You have no idea what Arlene is capable of. If you found out, she'd have to kill you.
Don't encourage him, Donald. It'll just get him riled up, and his delusions will grow like an exponential number sequence.
What? Slayton here, sir. Commander, are we ready to offload the last of the supplies? The last batch is coming in now, but we don't have much in terms of basic food if the rebels keep taking it. Then we have to stop the rebels. I sent for Antonio, and the party should be returning shortly. He decided to join our side? I find that unlikely. Not yet, but I think we have some way of persuading him. All I know is he's not on Char's side. That's good. Any progress in adapting the local food? Not yet, sir. We don't have the facilities in place. A station basement. We have to ration what we have. Yes, sir. Caston's out. Slayton out. What is the meaning of this, Orange Claw? I found these humans noisily sneaking about in the woods, just outside camp. They made enough noise to be noticed 2 miles off. If anyone were to hear them, well, I believe you know them. I believe I do. Cervantes, explain yourself. I'm not playing both sides, if that's what you think. Captain Cassens, what is this? Haven't I seen him before someplace? Antonio has a bit of a reputation. Where are your loyalties, Mr. Cervantes? Let me guess. You're in it for you and no one else. That's the idea, but can you blame me? Char is too crazy to deal with, and you're too nice. I'd rather be on my own than be on either side of this conflict here. I've been a little too easy on the men here. They've been getting into trouble without an active police presence. I told you to keep your men under a tight leash. The predators on this planet will snatch them. You've noticed that some minor crewmen disappear for long periods during the day without reporting it. That'll have to stop. So what are you doing? It's an alien planet. You could be killed. I don't need to be lectured, Captain. We heard you had supplies, and we want some. Like you, we can't eat the native food or drink the water. I'll let you have some of the supplies Wong will provide. Yes, Captain. We brought extra provisions since we figured 2 Starship crews were already here. What is that, over 87 people? Counting Char's traders, a little over 100. Char's sure to come and steal what he likes. We better be prepared when it happens. I'll make the necessary preparation. Cassens, we should just tell the authorities of the city about this. Maybe they can help us find Char. But Kerr Sasku said we weren't to enter the city if something bad would happen. He is superstitious about what happened there long ago. I don't blame him, but still, Char has been here too long. The longer he is here, the more irritated the locals will become. Too bad Wong didn't bring some special forces from Earth. Yes, that's unfortunate. He'll be returning to the Sol system shortly. Yes, this planet is very lovely, though. I wish I could stay. Eventually, it might be possible to vacation here. But we must remove Nathan Char first. He's a problem. I'll drop by on my way out of this. Then you still have time. See you around someplace. What journeys to you? Look lively there. You know on Earth it's barely noon. Get to work and bring all the crates under the shelters. Yes, sir. You men, pick up something this instant. This whole thing is bigger than politics and obeying orders. Good luck, sir. Thanks, but I'm not leaving just yet. I'm going to do what Casson suggested on the planet. This is bigger than politics and obeying orders. What are we going to do, sir? I've decided on a risk. We don't know what strange genes the aliens took from the humans to make these planets, or even if they did, despite the obvious similarities to our actions. I'm returning to Earth. Dutch will be angry. Livid, I'm sure, but he's not in charge of everyone. It seems this Viceland outranks him. And also, there are others. He doesn't run the whole thing. Not yet. What about the scouting mission? It's suicide. They know full well if we so much as are spotted, this alien commander will destroy the ship and make me look like a martyr to their cause, starting a war that will appear popular with the Warhawks. I'm not going to give them the satisfaction. You can be court-martialed. Don't worry about me. I've been in this longer than you have. Watch your back, sir. I will. Shuttle helmsman, get me out of here. I merely assumed the name Favala, but the true Favala is here.
I am Favala.
What about our targets? They are just other humans. The Holt line was more powerful than any on Earth, yet we lost that power to them. Alan Slayton caused this, and his lackey is still in command. Viceland replaced him. Exactly, so she's his puppet leader. Well, I intend to change all of that. Can we target the base weapons before we leave? Any blast from the main cannon will burn out the ground computers. We will be out of here by then. Ready the vehicles. I don't take orders from you. Oh yeah, now you will. I have a device. What have you done? I've tied into a nervous system to the same way my great father Morton did to the other Latamak. Unfortunately, his device wore off, and it cost him his life. But that won't happen to me. You will obey everything I tell you. Impossible. You can't do that to a changeling, but you are somehow. Ah, but in humanoid form you are susceptible to my powers. No, stop. I will do as you say. Excellent. Ready to make some modifications to the main gun. When the ship is in range, I want to be standing here watching as it is blown out of the stars. Yes, sir. Razruk, come here. You called for me, Favala?
Yes, but keep this between us. You are to join the human forces and infiltrate them. Find all you can and report back to me when I return from the Dead Grimace planet.
You aren't staying there.
Don't be stupid. I have no intention of helping Harry Holt in his plans. He isn't Dotal. It is Char who appears more akin to us.
Char destroyed Altasik with help from the Sakara who served Perkak. Your orders will be carried out with perfection, ma'am.
Excellent. You will obey, and you will be rewarded by Purah himself.
I look forward to it. Ah, what a headache. I can't remember anything. You called for me, Favala?
You're infertile. And annoying.
My fertility is not an issue, ma'am.
You're inept also. Do as I ask. Tell me about Holt's plans.
Ah, yes, ma'am. I see your device is more powerful than his. The human called Holt plans to fire the main gun at the Earth flagship California shortly. The blast will destroy the base. And when he leaves, he will leave only the Dotal survivors to tend to the remains and a working landing ship.
That much I guessed from her boasting earlier. Why do you suppose the female chose to bring her ship so close to us? Does she know something Holt isn't telling us?
I'm not sure she's even aware of us.
I think she does know about the base. Suppose she plans to use the firepower of the hybrid ship to smash our base and prove she has power over the planet.
And then she would be destroyed, ma'am. Do you think she plans to take control from the one called Abdersmith?
In her place, I would have done it a long time ago, so perhaps he's like her puppet. We shall bide our time and go with the humans on their foolish mission. When the time is right, we will broker a deal with Purah, who is headed there to meet us.
Yes! Then the Dotal will head for Det Grimace to claim it as well.
Idiot. He doesn't want Sagroom and the Det Grimace planet. He wants the once forbidden Sol system and the Earth.
I knew that.
Just shut up and come with me to the command center. We have nothing to worry about. I came here in hopes of finding my ex-husband, but this mission is a bad idea. Nothing could possibly happen, Captain. The ship has plenty of armaments. Anyone tries something, we can defend ourselves. True, but having the director on board is not a good idea. You remember what happened to your predecessor? I do, all too well, but I'm not him, so stop worrying. Yes, Admiral. I got field promoted for this. What was I thinking? Oh, God, I look so old on that view screen. What was that, Admiral? Nothing. Sleep.
Can we get underway and turn off that thing?
Yes, turn it off, Garth.
Admiral Everett is signaling, sir, over a secured channel.
The channel is open. On screen.
Is this a secured channel, even with her on the bridge?
I've taken my meds, sir. It's secure. You may go on, Admiral.
San Perkak has stripped his forces bare in order to make this work. More humans are working on the ships than aliens. Half the Space Forces fleet has been rebuilt from using every colony ship we could scrounge up. You know what would happen if this sad state, if the enemy force was to come here.
I know, Admiral, but Perkak has managed to anger just about every major religious group on the Earth. He won't be welcome here much longer if he keeps that up.
Should I talk to him?
No, leave that to me. We have very little time left. It seems the space colonies in our solar system are together on this, but Earth may not be so easily convinced.
That seems to be the case, Admiral.
I'm leaving for Sagroom. This couldn't come at the worst time. Should we abort?
No, Admiral. Captain Wang's report from the scouting mission was quite urgent. Char is a liability there, and he must be stopped. The Hadrian didn't have a military force.
Ironic considering the name of the ship. Old name for London, don't you think?
Cassins needs your help.
Nathan Char has been trying to discredit and defame the Space Forces for years, and John Dutch is just itching to make this a political scandal to get elected a better chair.
I can handle John Dutch.
You seem confident of that.
Holt's followers here are amassing in secret. He's the one you should be concerned about.
I'm leaving you in charge of the U.S. Space Forces until I return. If I do not return, you are to apprehend Holt and his followers, along with the Dotal he captured, and lock them up in a very secure cargo hold somewhere secret until the Earth forces can arrest him and put him on trial.
Yes, ma'am.
You're director of the U.S. Space Forces now. Viceland out.
Everett out. The alien computer entities, the robotic aliens, can do anything.
They are called the Cooligan.
And the Dotal are also called the Letamok. I guess it's sort of like how humans call themselves Terrans or humans or the people.
No, I think the Dotal is just a family line in the Letamak homeworld, or even a nation.
Oh, I suppose so.
Yes, I just hope there aren't any more Dotal to show up. They destroyed a lot of our people, ships, and some bases in the last attack. We've been mining and scavenging for months to rebuild them.
I want to know how come it's possible to have all these weird hybrid ships in such a short time.
Well, it's not so simple, Captain. It's something to do with the transformation aliens and their allies, and the Cohnirri have mastered adaptation and configuration to adjust to any kind of ship. They've been out in space far longer than we have.
We can learn a lot from them, Admiral. So do they have a manual for configuration of any ship in their database?
Yes, that is exactly what they have. Remember, the Cohnirri are our cousins, and so they think like us, and great minds think alike, even across light years.
Hadn't thought about that, Admiral, but what was all that about Everett?
Do not concern yourself with that right now. We should get moving before discussing such matters. So how was your day?
Terrible. The humans completely rejected our beliefs about our alien contact. Are Vunch and Galsha back?
No, they're not back yet, but DeVries is here.
That's weird. The transport's not back yet.
Yes, but I waited for you. You can't expect the humans to understand us overnight, or even after a few months. They have to see to believe that they require hard evidence.
We don't have hard evidence of anything. We come to them with stories from long ago. I know they're weary, but the Earth humans are so close to my ideas. It's very frustrating.
I know, but when we returned to Atrirka, I realized that I'd spent some of my adulthood on the ship for good reason. I met you.
At least someone has faith in me.
You mustn't be so hard on yourself. Besides, I'm the wrong species. I can't get pregnant with you.
That's great. Maybe it isn't such a bad day after all. Well, I'm off to the bridge. You don't need to accompany me.
I would like to anyway. I've got a signal from the California.
Put it on screen.
San Pakak, I presume.
You sound mad, Admiral.
Congratulations, San Pakak. I hear you've annoyed 43 different religions, including the Catholics, the Jews, and the Muslims.
I can explain, Director.
Well, you best at least apologize.
It was like this, Director Weisland. The church leaders I met with didn't care to hear about another faith based on their Old Testament, but from an even earlier source than all current texts on Earth.
Humans just don't want to be corrected and have 6,000 years of culture suddenly be changed.
Oh, but that 6,000 years is worthy, Director. We believe that the Cohnirri are the likely descendants of Cain, the son of Adam that killed Abel, while everyone on Earth is descended from Seth, the third son of Adam. I believe that we are descended from a later group of Seth's descendants, so I am more of a cousin to you.
Well, humans just aren't ready to hear such dogma. Just stay out of trouble while I'm away.
I will try, Director.
It is imperative that you discontinue this brazen disregard for Earth dogma and religious fervor, as it will only anger those you seek to inform. You should continue to focus on the fleet, not on dogma. You won't convert anyone to your faith that way. We need to continue the rebuilding of the fleet, and to set aside that kind of thing for now. Promise me you won't start a holy war while I'm gone.
I understand. That is one thing that separates the Cohnirri from you, our cousins. Having been raised in space, where we had to learn tolerance or be punished by the Clan Adol, or the Totemus, or killed if we defied them, we learned to accept things differently than you.
You don't have prejudice on your planet?
I think we do, but not against our own kind.
That is interesting. Maybe when I get back we can have a long talk about it.
I would like that, Director.
I'll see you next month then. Is there anything else? You look like you have some other issues.
No, nothing that couldn't wait until you come back. Shake out the link.
Pakak. It could be a test from humans.
This hasn't been one of my better days. Well, the God of the universe sometimes gives us trials to test us. This could be one of those.
Pakak, it could be a test from the humans, not from God.
Since when did you become a prophet? I do think there's a test. We must then persist and work to educate the humans of the past, which entwines our destinies.
Our distant cousins are not easily convinced, and they're wary of us.
That is obvious.
She's right, though. Humans aren't ready for this.
Maybe not. Scan for Dotal ships on the surface.
Oh, shit. Pakak, I'm registering the Dotal base near the orbit of California. She'll pass over it in 50 minutes.
The Space Forces contracted the removal of Alta-6 command people to the base. That must be what you're detecting.
I'm not so sure.
I do, but the base was inactive. We shouldn't question such a thing.
I'd scan it anyway if I were you.
I do not appreciate this climate, Colonel Holt. Adjust! San Prakak is an idiot. Once our allies have completed the operation, we'll be too entrenched to stop. Sargrun space will belong to me. We want that planet. Cassins cannot be allowed to rule it. Glory to Krask. Colonel Holt, we have word that the modifications to the prison ship are complete. Excellent. But this is not for revenge. This is for power. I will make them pay for destroying the family.
Nathan Char must die for killing Altasik.
I know, but we can't do that just now. Char has the Adamson. Firing the base cannon remotely will destroy it to make launching difficult.
We do not need that base, fool.
Enough. Targets the California remotely. Bring her into range. Then we watch the ship go out in a blaze of glory. Yes, sir.
Our orbit has come around to that alien base again. Let's take her out.
System check. All sensors are green. Approaching the base.
V spring forward, take us ahead.
Captain, I'm getting something weird on the scanners coming from that base up ahead. It appears like an energy buildup of some kind. Should we abort?
No, shields up and continue with the mission. We need to go now.
The base just launched a directed energy torpedo spread.
Damn, go to hyperdrive. Set a course for Sagroom. We're ready. Course laid in.
Course laid in. Vector online, but incoming torpedoes.
Get us out of here now. Warp speed.
Warp speed is not responding. We can't move.
We can't move. Shields. Shields.
At last.
We better get out of here before someone notices our ship.
We have a ship with thousands of prisoners aboard, but they're efficient. They would work more efficiently if they've given proper instruction instead of mind control.
Fool, the workers are males. The females are in charge, not the other way around.
Enough of that. We must go to that planet and find Nathan Char. For the glory of the Dotal and our alliance. Woe to anyone who will stand in our way.
Over 1,000 prisoners still asleep aboard the ship. But we need a mere 300 men and aliens to fly her to Sagroom. All of our engineering staff is in place thanks to me.
I was going to call the ship the Vengeance, but that's stupid and reminds me too much of J.J. Trek. So I have decided instead to call it the Colony.
We are efficient, but you are wasteful. We could have captured the California instead of blowing it up.
I don't care. All I'm concerned with is humiliation and destruction. I can hardly wait. It will be glorious when we capture Death Grimace's new guests.
I suppose Char could be tasty.
I've never tried cannibalism before, but they might consider it. I am the Favala. They will follow my orders, but they will follow her more.
Yeah, Favala. It's a word that means boss.
We have fuel and everything's ready. Yes, sir. Everything is in readiness. Activate the hyperdrive and break orbit before we are spotted. Yes, sir.
Auxiliary control units online. Torpedo barrage hit the Kaline Bridge, too. Good thing we were on our way out of there.
The channel is open. Where is the transport now?
We appear to be holding, but preparing for warp, sir.
Ah, San Perkak, commander of the Kaline. Did you like a little going-away present? This is San Perkak, commander of the Kaline. You're in violation of the space forces and the alliance we have with them. You'll be punished. Wait, you used to be a Kiri, and as you can tell, this is my new ship, the Colony, and with it, I shall blast you into oblivion. Harry Holt? I should have guessed. Only Holt and Char's men could have stolen the Dotal workers right out from under our noses. Good guess, but it won't help you now. We'll be leaving now, confident in knowing the Space Forces have been dealt a blow, from which there is no possible recovery, and when the Dotal get to Earth, you will be destroyed with all of humanity. You're a traitor to your own kind. You won't destroy the mission, Holt. Stand down or open fire. You will have the blood of Dotal on your hands, but my plans are beyond you. Colonel, don't be an idiot. Weapons ready. Destroy them. And then prepare for a position jump.
They hit us with some kind of power dampening weapon.
We must stop them before they go to warp.
It appears that Favala has the upper hand over there.
It's not a day for miracles. That crazy transport ship nearly scuttled the Hadrian. We better be got out of there alive. Thank me later. San Perkak report. They did a flashpoint full jump. That's the second time the Dotal did that, and it worked.
It does indicate that the Favalas, or bosses, are the ones actually in charge.
San Perkak, what is your status? Not too good. What can the Starship New York do for you? Anything you could do would be appreciated.
The transport got away, sir.
Yes, I'd say that's what happened. Harry Holt escaped with his traitors and killed untold people in the process, crippling the Space Forces. I don't think so. I have a plan. First, we must get into contact with the military forces concerning this. Well, we can help with that. So, 5 days ago, Char popped up in the supply area and stole half the colonial food stuff for his men. He's got a half dozen out there on the frontier. He's been raiding the supply shuttles, too. We've lost a third of our reserves to his bunch, living out there on the land. It's a wonder they can eat Dead Grimace food. He can't. That's why he's stealing food. He's tenacious. Any word from Benton? Donald or Arlene? Donald. He's back up on the Adamson just in case we run into more trouble up there. Seems content now that he has that cruiser back. I think we can trust him. And Antonio. He's crazy, but you chose him anyway. Char and Cervantes managed to fend off the Dotal, the transport ship, back on Earth. We need him. He's the only one who knows about Char's weaknesses. Maybe we should send Antonio out to kill him. I am under orders not to attempt any military strike against him. We're still scientists. Our instructions for the mission didn't include such tactical offensive training. Yes, but Cervantes hates Char, and he'd jump at the chance to get him. Sir, he could at least help us find Char. Bring him in. You called for me, Cassins. We both know why you're here. You've been here long enough to refer to each other by a first-name basis. Where is he? Nathan Char, I presume. Can I call you Thomas? No, I'm still to be called Captain or Cassins, but this meeting is off the record. I didn't want to keep calling on you, but he's taking our supplies, and it's time he got caught. I would like to have his head on a platter, too. But the traders working for him are snakes, and snakes like hiding in the jungle easily.
What are you talking about?
Have you checked your crew lately? Half the crew of the Davies went aboard the Adamson. They're feeding you misinformation about him. Char has over 60 men. The raids will increase. So our informants could be traitors too. Makes sense. They can tell us exactly what we want to hear. We can't have starved, so there's some way to eat. No, you don't know the half of it. I've heard tales of an uprising soon. Tell me. You want in? I do. It was nice doing business with you. Char moves tomorrow morning. He's going to destroy the camp. Great. Oh shit. Damage report.
Multiple lacerations, no deaths.
Prepare medical teams immediately. Yes, Captain. Antonio. Char lied, or his source did. I don't care who lied to whom. I want the men responsible for this now. Nobody comes, nobody goes until everyone is questioned. Seems to be a standard field explosive from Earth. Who knows what else he might? Well, he is crazy. Find Char and report back to me. Char's presence here is just making it worse. I just hope the locals don't get tired of us before we catch him. I wonder why Char doesn't just leave us alone. Maybe he thinks he can't. Some people are just snakes no matter what. I can think of more colorful words to describe that lunatic. Me too. Are you all right?
Yeah, just a little shaken up.
I suspected that something was up, Captain. He tried to frighten you into submission with a cowardly act. He's without honor. I just hope he didn't sabotage the shuttles. This is madness. Nathan Char is a terrorist. I want his people caught and tossed in a cargo container. I will help you find them. Go find them, Cervantes. I'll take care of the details. I'm on it. Get to the shuttle communication system and contact the Adamson. Tell them to send a message to the California, which is due today, and have them send help immediately. The California was due today. So far we haven't found any sign of her. Ensign Chi, you found anything? Nothing, sir. The hyper radio is silent, and our normal radio, radar, and thermal scans each couldn't send us a signal. Why not? Hyper radio is fast, but cannot travel between the stars. Star-to-star communication is impossible. Lieutenant Johnson, what have you found?
Nothing here, sir. May I speculate, sir?
You may.
I guess the ship never left Earth.
Not such a wild guess. Suppose she never entered the hyper corridor. What happened to her? Scan for anything unusual. Yes, sir. Chi, contact Cassins and ask him what we're going to do if we can't find that ship today. Yes, sir. Commander, it appears we're being jammed. Jammed by whom?
A ship near one of the space hulks in orbit. Dotal design. It wasn't there a minute ago, sir.
On screen. The Hammerhead. Could be the reason why the California didn't appear. Go to alert status. We don't want to let them know we did. Yes, sir. I've renamed the ship the Victory, and she will face her first test of battle here with the Earthships, weapons online. We approach Det Grimace, sir.
What is the matter with you? Even AlphaSec was not this crazy. Attacking the Earth ships will only strand us here, without their supply.
Other Farvala, what I'd call Sharky. Status report. The Adamson and the Endeavour are both in a position to flank each other. Do they really know we're here? No, I think that it's standard procedure for the Space Forces to assume an orbit like that. They haven't a clue about us. Good. You're mad. They were expecting the California, but they're going to be in for a very rude surprise. Prepare to attack the Endeavour.
We were supposed to find the other Dotal hidden on the planet in Char, not shoot down ships.
I do not care.
Fine, be a madman.
We should shoot something.
Fine, just so you don't waste too much firepower.
We We can make our first attack when we're in range. Then we jump to the planet and find Char. Take us into attack position. We're in range, sir. Fire at will. Jones, what's left?
Not much, sir.
Can we target them?
Yes, sir. We have 3 missile torpedoes primed to the launch bay.
Hard to port, lock on target, and fire at will. I wonder who's flying that thing.
The Dotal, I guess.
Never mind. Chi, open a channel. I can't, sir. The array is fried. The backup systems are not operational.
One of the shuttle con systems should work just fine.
Chi, go down to the shuttle bay and make a link to the bridge from a shuttlecraft. Aye, sir. Whoever they are, I hope they don't decide to counterattack. Lieutenant, what's going on there? The Endeavour just got ambushed. What? Main screen magnified. Full.
Yes, sir. Prepare to flank them.
Enemy ship backed off. We should rescue them first.
They're boosting a signal to us through a shuttle.
They're under attack. Hail them. I want you to do whatever you can to get out of this and contact Cassins immediately. Fire at their jamming array, and then relay the message to Cassins immediately. Yes, sir.
I'm Favala, commander of the transport ship the humans have dubbed the Victory. Make no attempt to stop our landing. Any action you take will be met with our overwhelming power.
This is Lieutenant Benton in command of the Adamson. Your mission to find Char will fail, and you will find that we have enough firepower to stop you. Cassins must be strapped for troops if he is assigned a mere Navy lieutenant to that powerful cruiser. Don't try our patience. I assure you our ship can easily turn yours to dust. I'll pass that along to Cassin. I'm Colonel Harry Holt. Nathan Char and I go way back. I know. Captain Cassins mentioned you in a briefing. I'm not sure how you stopped the California in her rendezvous, but you will not get away with this. Oh, you needn't worry your pedestrian mind about the California. It is decimated. You destroyed her. You murdered about 1,000 people. You must be proud of that. Oh, excuse me. I had no idea you were such a smart-ass. But you're wrong. Before I left, I killed 2,000 people, including the crew of the Kaline. I will be back to destroy you later. Cassins is going to hear about it. I am planning on it. He's gone. Get rid of Cassins and rescue the other ship. Good Lord, did he mean all that stuff he said? He seems sincere, but also that female, Favala, seems to be in charge. They destroyed the California. That's for 2 bastards. Bastard. Char and Holt together again. We'll get word to Cassins. Yes, get over here to conduct repairs. Send crew over there immediately. In total, 751 crewmen died on the California. We lost a lot of good crewmen, including Viceland and Barkley, and another 330 were killed on the Kaline, including the alien Wunsch, their tactical officer. Yes, sir. I regret that Holt slipped by without our catching him. We've had over a month to prepare for any eventuality, should aliens decide to attack us, but we still aren't ready. We may yet succeed, sir. I have a feeling Holt will find the Sakara hard to deal with. Captain Mays, I want you to continue with all due speed. Are you expecting another alien attack? Perkak seems to think so. He has more accurate sensors than ours. It appears that the Dotal have received Alpha 6 message, and there was a huge hyperjump detected on the Saskrim's end of the corridor the Hadrian left. We will be ready, Admiral. We don't want a repeat of 13 days ago. You're not superstitious. Suppose I am. Not about to take up that job, that's for sure. Any confirmation of the Dotal's movement? Nothing yet, but keep your crew advised on anything we report out of the norm. You never know when another sneak attack might come. I hope not. Me too. I don't like war, especially space war. Seeing as how we humans don't really know much about that. Well, Everett out. Maya's out.
Sir, the Mozart's out there. She just came out of nowhere.
That's a private ship. We must rescue it, Captain Casson.
That ship left over 2 months ago. Getting static, no response.
Rescue team, stand by.
Who do you think attacked them?
Could be right. It didn't happen around here. This is General Dawson of the Nevada. I'm General Dawson of the Space Military Forces. Welcome to the Nevada, sir. Thank you, sir. I am San Perkak, whereas my name connotes a rank similar to Admiral. We're Army, not Navy, but I get the idea. I'll take note of it, but I'd like you, sir. Understood. But why have you come? The situation I warned the Space Forces about is not guesswork anymore. It's fact. And what would that be, Admiral? We've confirmed the arrival of a Dotal fleet, possibly under Pura, headed through the network towards Sagrum days ago. They'll be just a few days from Sol and the Earth. The alien fleet is that close to Earth? What do you propose? A preemptive strike at the Saskrum system. That idea is crazy. Not any crazier than agreeing to dismember several of our ships for spare parts. A preemptive strike. Oh. Sagarum is our ally. We'll rendezvous with the Adamson and the Endeavour, and spearhead a strike force at the heart of the enemy force. If successful, we should have destroyed the command ship before the rest can make the jump to Earth. How many are coming? Our scanners are up and running, and we got a week-old message that they were on the move, headed there against any orders from Kalat. I am estimating that it'll take us a month, General Dawson. We don't know how powerful that force is, but it'll be far superior to the single ship from months ago. You know them. Would they send a fleet to mop up for just one ship? They must have thought it was important. Earth cannot withstand another attack, especially from a fleet. Do you know where they're coming from? Cassins was there, but he's a scientist, not a soldier. We have to be at Sagarum when they arrive and stop them, or they will destroy the Earth. The leader believes to be Purra, a renegade warlord who has grown tired of our alliance and slaughtered thousands of people. How can the crew assist you? I need to get skilled men, about 1,000 crewmen, to rebuild our bridge and to affix the Dotal mothership to ours to make the journey. You'll have them. I'm not about to let any aliens get by and destroy the Earth, and I know where to get the crewmen you need. But your skill is in tandem with your ego, sir. Sir, I report that the Discovery has found a ship adrift. It's one of ours. What ship is it? It is the Mozart, sir, a private vessel. That's the ship that Guynet left on. Suppose something happened. Where is she returning from? Cohnirri, a Trial spaceport. Did you authorize the trip there? No, I told him not to go, but he went anyway. How strange. We just got here, brought him to you. He's not even been briefed. San Percat came over from the Nevada to the Discovery. He wants to know what happened to the Mozart. We were a private vessel without instructions. Guynet contacted us for help, but when we got there, we found out there was a war going on. And Guynet, what happened to him? The Dargrai took his people prisoner, and us too, in a tense situation. They took Guynet and 2 others, Silarat and Havid, and then they killed them in front of us. They what? For a message. And then they told us to get out. And then they put us adrift aboard our ship. We barely got the hyperdrive working when they sent a ship to kick us into the solar system back towards Sol.
It's a good thing your ship made it back in one piece.
We must have been on that ship for over a month, Captain. Closer to 2. Guynet is dead. They have some kind of invasion fleet. I wonder where they're headed. We'll never know until the military goes there. And there's no way we can afford to lose any ships. We'll discuss it after Purra's dealt with. Yes, you will, but for now our top priority is getting the crewmen to link the Kaleen mothership and the Hammerid mothership. You happen to catch the name of the warlord who was doing this? He called himself Duke Lord Harlgrin. And the ship, the Coved Earl Glall, the Harbinger. Oh, him? He's such a drama queen. The last time I met him, he was just a minor politician on that planet. Now he's got a ship and a fleet. Great. We've been unable to find Char until Holt showed up, but Cervantes hasn't reported in at all. Cervantes is not trustworthy. Report your findings, Orangeclaw. They've camped near Chazrak, the Claw Basin, near an old spaceport. The problem is this is where Holt's ship landed. We'd be walking right into a trap if we went there in our present condition. We're all worried. It's been 2 weeks and Cervantes hasn't returned from his hunt to find Char.
Maybe he defected.
Possibly. Orangeclaw, can we get in on foot? We'd better hope that Char doesn't have mines or other explosives. It'd be a bad idea to walk right into that old spaceport. Orangeclaw, you know the layout. The area is heavily forested, making excellent cover for ambush, but I will smell them out. Then we'll go in on foot, and I will lead the hunting party. You're the leader. You should stay here and make sure Char doesn't blow up any more buildings. He'd do that anyway. Slayton, you stay here. You're not the guerrilla warfare type. Let's bring some of the security officers along, and once we secure the spaceport, the landing ship can come off and offload the supplies we need. Let's get going. I didn't think we could get the cold flow season. I think we're beginning to adapt to the planet. No, Mearson thinks we brought the germs with us. I think she's right. I can hardly taste our food with this cold. So is it one of ours?
Just as well our food tastes like bean paste.
We all took chemistry. Mearson told us what to expect months ago. The alien germs are similar to ours, but don't cross into our bloodstreams, fortunately. It's all we've been already immune to. That is weird, sir. It's not time to discuss that. Let's move out. Dotal clan. What? Is that someone you know? The Dotal are part of the ruling body of the Alliance, the Letamak. But as of late, they have not been on good terms. The scent is fresh. That's not good. Holt landed near here 2 weeks ago, and I'm not too anxious to find out where he landed. You must refrain from useless chatter, Jason. But I don't want them here any more than you do. You know that ship? It was my family's ship. A car? Shuttle bus or something. You do not understand the importance of this ship. When I was a boy, barely old enough to fly it, I visited another planet in the ship. The experience was incredible, although I did get a scolding when I returned home under the scruff hold of my mother. The adventure was worth it. How many boys get the chance to joyride in the family spaceship? I did the same thing with an old 2133 hover ship from Utah's Salt Flats. Nearly killed myself, but it was worth it to fly solo around the world twice. A scout ship to cover. Ledermark, Dotol, and Sagarum forces will be here soon. We will wait for them at the spaceport. The humans are a problem. The Cassins group. Where's Cassins, you worthless lackey? Tell me! Toss off. He's got to be here somewhere. Favala, check the hangar with those unique Ledermark powers of yours.
I live to serve the Dotal. Not you, Halt.
That female appears to be the brains of the outfit. Black Widow lady, like Beth, my ex-wife. I doubt that. Beth does not have mouth parts that could chew off your head. True, but what do we do if she finds out about us? We die. Wow, you're pretty optimistic. Intruders. Surely not.
Cassins, I smell you. Come out of the grove, you can't hide forever. I'm going to destroy your hive colony, and then I will consume your people.
You're not dead yet. Call off your people immediately.
Orange Claw, you are a fool. How is it that you wear the uniform of the Cohnirri Alliance? The Alliance is dead. We slaughtered millions in the Great Wars, and now the stars are all ours.
Not Earth. Your powers won't work on me. And I have lousy luck with women. You wouldn't want me.
You think I want to seduce you? Ha! You would not survive the mating practices of a Dotal female. I would have to eat your brain. And the rest of you.
I may reconsider. I like my brain the way it is.
I've killed 2 males recently. You're not my type. I'd kill you anyway.
Before you even got here, I rigged this place to explode on my command. You try to kill me and I'll blow it all apart. Then my allies will blast your escape ship out of orbit.
You're human, and I read your file. You do not believe in self-sacrifice.
Try me.
You're bluffing. Guard, seize Cassins and be done with it.
So you aren't going to kill me. Take them. He will lead us to Char. Come, people. Hopefully McKee has gotten away. Yeah, him and Jason. We're just 2 Jasons hiding out in the shuttle ship. Antonio's over there. Quiet. Antonio's over there.
What's going on over there?
The Cassins round up. Are we going to rescue him? When the time is right, the Dotal will lead me right to Char, and I can turn him over to Cassins. But you'd rather kill him. That is not your concern. There you are, Antonio. They have Cassins on the others. Cassins was taken, and it wasn't Char. No, Holt and the Dotal have Cassins. However, Holt doesn't know I'm following him. The shuttle isn't armed. We won't stand a chance against them. Besides, we don't even know where the ship went. On the contrary, Commander. I know exactly where they're going. I shot a tracer on the hull of the enemy craft as it dusted off. She's now rising over the 3rd range of hills southwest of here. And we'll go after them, but we'll need a plan. A good idea. We can't go in there acting like mercenaries. The Captain and Orange Claw are in danger, and we need to think about this. Come, we'll regroup with Slayton and try to come up with something that doesn't involve mercenary acts.
You're no fun.
This isn't a game, in case you haven't noticed. All of you stop with the childish looks immediately. It's not helping. Now get in the shuttle. I get in the shuttle. Do as he says. Yes, sir. Time changes a man, Thomas Cassins. Time cannot be stopped, wouldn't you agree? You want to talk theory on time? No, I want your cooperation. What are you doing with this transport? First tell me what it is you're doing here. The stuffy bureaucrats on Earth have no idea what I've done. And no one can stop me. I fled with the means to destroy humanity. Are you trying to find Char? Nathan Char is an Arschlock. I am sure he was one of the men who ruined my father's work. You two should have been jailed for life for killing Barrister and Slayton. The planet is not yours, and there isn't any way you can claim it. I've been here for over a month, and it's not like Earth. Are you a religious man, Thomas Cassins? I'm agnostic. What do you know of my father, the great Morton Holt? I know he was consumed with madness in his last days after capturing aliens, and he tortured them. But one of the aliens broke free and decapitated him. Decapitation! Dictators are often called madmen by their subjects, but a dictatorship is an efficient form of government. But you don't know. I intend to start anew on this planet. Space forces are all a bunch of desk-pushing idealists, and I demand order. My order. My people will revere me as the god one day. Then your followers are as crazy as you. War changes people, and you should change your tone. I will torture you just for fun. If it gives you satisfaction, but it won't change anything. The locals will eat you after you kill me. I'm the only one keeping them from having you as a meal. Damn you, Cassins. This is ridiculous. They're not going to eat us. Krask. The point is, you won't get any satisfaction killing me. Rant all you like, but I bet you waited a long time for that. I was angry. Take him to the back and make him talk. You want me to get him to admit to some crime? I want him to admit to being an idiot and a fool for coming here. I want him to grovel at my feet. Grovel, sir? I want him to beg for mercy. You know what that is? Why should he beg for it? My people say that mercy is for the Cohnirri Alliance. We do not understand. Torture is merciless, but suppose he dies, Thomas Cassins won't survive. No, I want him to live to suffer. Suffering, I understand. Take him away. Antonio, you better be right about this, because if you're lying, you might not make it back to be locked in the brig. Everyone thinks I'm a traitor, but then when the tough jobs need doing, you call on me to save your butts. I say you're playing both sides. Cassins trusted you, but I'm not sure why. How do you know I'm not? Orange Claw would have hunted you down by now. You think? They can't land the mothership, so they keep bringing in shuttles through here. How do you know so much about this place? Been spying on them. Right. Cassins and his men were captured over there. Some of the security detail was killed over that way. Then what? That's right. Then we should go look in that large structure ahead. Is his beacon on?
No, it stopped transmitting as we approached.
We're going in by the book. No heroics. We want Cassins and Orange Claw out of there.
Yes, sir.
How those two scout out ahead and point.
It'll work?
It better work. These are the coordinates, Antonio. The captain's in that old rusted ship, and so is Orange Claw. And that's where we're going. No other guards around. Odd.
Could mean we're expected. If we're expected, we did point, nothing happened.
Let's find out.
Any idea how we're going to fight off hundreds of giant warriors?
We have to get our bearings before we crack that thing open. We don't want to walk into the reactor core. The bottom hatch is under the ship. We can't get to it, but there's a service access that might help. The rest of the prisoner drones from Earth are probably still in orbit. What's that smell? It's bad enough we ran into those other corpses, but now it's getting worse.
I don't even want to know what that is.
There's bodies littering this entire area. Cat people and Dotol people. We gotta get moving. Let's get to work. This is just perfect. The great Thomas Cassins tied up in a torture chamber. I knew you'd like my gift. Oh, I love it. I could hug you. No, you should not touch me. Harry hasn't told me a lot about you I don't know already. Krask, you know how stupid this is. Those two are even crazier than Alzasek. He's right about you. No, that is foolish, Krask. Char, I brought you here to see the prize of Cassins and to negotiate a pact between us. We will take a new planet for our own. This planet sucks. Cassins lives here with his crew of scientists playing colony. Damn, they do of a new planet. In orbit of Sirius, there is a world of roguish exiles and cutthroats. The alien prisoners that revolted long ago declared sovereignty. The planet is corrupt. That sounds charming, but you, Cassins, are going to die. I wouldn't bet on that, Char. I have orders to return you to Earth to be tried for the theft of the Adamson. I abandoned that ship. I find it amazing that you managed to catch up with me, but it was Hult's doing. I am brilliant. Thank me all you like. I had help. You should have let the Dotol beat us. Then you'd have nothing to worry about. Eliminating you wasn't part of the plan. I intended to beat you to the stars. After that, I was going to humiliate all of your space forces by causing an interstellar war. That's crazy for someone who claims to be so brilliant. What did your father think? Cassins, you are not my father. How dare you? He is dead, and it's you Space Forces people that killed him. How dare you? I spite you all. Enough with talking. You humans insist on debate when there's none. Do I get to kill him or not? Krask, might I remind you the explosives in your head are still very active. And if you cross me, I will blow your head off. You forgot to lock your doors. You? I should have known you'd come. Cassins, is this your rescue party? Antonio is a liar and a bigger traitor than even I am. You spite me, Nathan Char, but you can't touch me now. Is everyone out? Just go.
Let's move. No telling what the Dotal might do when they come back and start shooting.
She teleported out with the other two. Which has knocked the rest of the bugs down. The humans would say the bigger they are, the harder they fall. Got Chastens, but where's Char and Holt? The female used some kind of teleport beam and took them. Don't know about that. McKee was killed. Next time we meet, I'm taking Krask and the rest of them out myself. Captain Bravado, Antonio. I appear to have been hit during the battle. Oh no, you have a hole through you. That explains it. Odor has gone to Kitty Valhalla. Rah, 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 rah. Come in. Orange Claw, come in. Captain Cassins, I must seek vengeance on Holt, Char, and Krask for Uldur and McKee's death. No sign of Cervantes, who has set out again to look for them. Char and his terrorists will die without our supplies, and now we're going to leave. And let the natives take care of them. I back your decision, Captain. You may decide what is best for you and your people. I appreciate it. Holt and Char will come to their end one day, but not today. The planet has enough trouble without those renegades. I know. They should be found before we leave. You couldn't have done anything about Char or Holt. You're explorers, not warriors. I was a warrior once, but I gave that up to be an explorer. We were trained in martial arts combat, Orange Claw. But we cannot fend off those who have large weapons like they do. I understand the honor and necessary self-defense, but you cannot take a black belt to a gunfight. We are not so different, you and I. I wish I could fight them, but we have no military guard here. We can't keep asking your people to rescue us every time one of us gets captured. The California would have brought you the guard, but they were destroyed. The Dotal under Favala have some sort of alliance with Holt and Char now. A very dangerous one. I just hope we did the right thing. I will go into space and stay aboard one of the ships in orbit, while the crew strikes the site and prepares to leave. The local authorities fought them to rescue you, and they will continue to back you up in your departure. Thank you, Orange Claw. No, thank you. I would not have learned so much from your people had I not lived among you. You're not going soft on me now. Not likely. I didn't think so. Any chance of an escort shuttle backing my flight into orbit? We have already prepared one. Why are the Sakira so agreeable these days? Pura is coming to this star system. Long-range sensors have picked up his fleet as it exited the opening weeks ago, but they've been orbiting in our cometary disk cloud since. So you want us to move? Yes. Now you must go. Captain on deck. At ease, what is our status? Inspection tours have started, and we found most of the luggage, and the armory is ready, but there isn't much ordnance down there. I see. I don't know about you, but I'm glad to be back aboard a Starship than down on that planet. I am too, Donald. It's a little too wet there for a San Diego boy. I had no idea you were born in San Diego. No, but I lived there all through college. It's not as bad as it looks. The crews are fully operational. Decided having a small crew aboard. Well, it seems that the pirates that brought her here in the first place had no trouble, so neither will we. Yes, sir. Man your post with diligence, Lieutenant.
Yes, sir. No more sneaking around Jungle Planet for me.
I don't even want to know what it was with you and Antonio.
I'm not going to tell you, but I might tell Arlene about it.
I'm sure you will. Lieutenant Jason Chi, you've just become Chief Engineer. Yes, sir. Your orders are to make sure the ship is ready, just in case someone decides to attack again. You know the Adamson. We have probably 3 days to get ready if we're lucky. I don't think as of late we have much luck so far, but then again. Yes, sir. How about a channel to the Endeavor? Yes, sir. Captain Cassins, how are you? I'm all right, Commander. I see you're enjoying your temporary field promotion in place of McKee. The rank isn't permanent, as you may know. I understand. Jason will be missed, sir. Yes, he will. How are the repairs coming? All systems are operational, which is amazing considering the pounding she took. The nasty gash in the hull was repaired thanks to the Sakara. We don't have a lot to work with, but the computer system is working. Good, because we might be needing the computer soon to track that crazed traitor and his ship down there. Holt is crazy. Yes, he is. Both of those jerks are traitors, and they're people. The worst thing about people like Holt is that they believe in what they're saying. We have to stop him somehow, and hopefully Earth can give us an assist. The Sakara allowed us to stay as long as we had Orange Claw talking to them each week to convince them. We couldn't get Char and Holt out of there. Unfortunately. See you soon, Captain. Yes, Cassin's out.
Captain, may I have a word with you?
Sure, Arlene. What's on your mind?
Thomas, the crew is with you, present company included. However, it appears we're dealing with something beyond us.
That goes with the territory, I'd say.
Nathan Char seems evil.
I've never really thought about things being good or evil, even when I went to church.
Consider that he's evil, and it puts him in a better perspective.
You think he's one of the devil's minions or something?
Nothing that dramatic. He'd probably only be a minor minion.
I had no idea we had an expert on devils on board.
What is occurring now is happening for a reason. I just don't know what it is right now.
That's a little big.
The two most evil men on Earth we ever know, allied with the enemy. Whatever Char is planning is bad.
Well, they are crazy.
Well, mental illness is not an excuse. You know Thomas the Doubter? He was one of the apostles who did not believe Christ had risen from the dead, until he touched his wounds and believed.
Arlene, that's ridiculous. I'm not a reincarnated saint or anything like that.
No, you aren't, but you're acting like him, who doubted his faith until he had to touch the Christ after he was risen.
I'm a scientist, Arlene. But this theology lesson isn't appropriate. It wasn't Thomas the Doubter, sometimes translated as Thomas the Cynic.
Who are you running from, Thomas?
Someday I'll be able to tell you who I'm running from, but not today.
Someone who can balance trust and faith together and draw strength from it?
Well, buy that Char's evil if it makes you happy.
It's not for me. It's for you.
You're the vermin we wish to remove, Char. Ah, the big kitty. Have you come to stop me in my evil plot at last? Where's Holt and Krask and the Favala? They had other plans. I like this planet in winter, kitty cat. It reminds me of home. You lived in a jungle. Buenos Aires is a city on our planet. I grew up there. Most of the true people live there. Darling, over there. This factory wouldn't look out of place on Earth, actually. Get down from there, coward. Your men stink. I can smell all 15 of you, and the big Dotal, only number 4 now. Holt is outside waiting to tear you to ribbons when you back out of here in fright. I finally figured you out, Char. You're the worst kind of coward, one lacking in honor and any kind of conscience, and for that, you must be dealt with. Fire on him, link it to the craft. You were not loved as an infant, and you're taking it out on the world. Well, this is my world, so get over it. Must have been love, but it's over now. Get back here. Get out of that shuttle pod. Smoke bombs and flash bombs, like that transporter trick they did earlier. No, he stole a shuttle pod and flew off.
Char is in a shuttle. He's hailing.
On screen. Captain Thomas Cassins, I see you've been properly tended to. What do you want, Char? My group has decided to leave the planet as you have. Besides, I was getting lonely without you. You just needed our food to survive. So will it be, Char? Are you going to try and retake the ship? You can forget about looking for me on the planet, because I'm on the Victory. Oh yeah? How did you manage that? Holt and I made an agreement last night. You two aren't even gay. You're just weird. Did you receive Orange Claw's going away party? Your allies sent a force to try and take us, but we killed them. Blood and cat hair was just everywhere. They're all dead. Your lies don't scare me, Nathan Char. I mean to test your worthiness as an opponent, but I shall name the time and place. So you want to test us? That's right. You have 2 days. I'm sure you'll not be around anymore following the exam. Char out!
The message originated from a Dotal shuttle in orbit.
Status report, Arlene.
We're not going along as fast as we should have. I didn't expect Char to call and surprise us.
Do you know anything about a test?
No, sir, but it might have something to do with the Dotal using that spaceport down there as a repair station.
Char apparently left aboard a shuttle, and he's headed for the ship they call the Victory.
They can come and go as they will, or come after us. Has anyone tracked their ship?
Has anyone tracked Holt's ship?
No, we just recently learned the one Char's on, so presumably Holt's still down there.
We were working at the time and didn't get the word. Will the ship function in combat? It had better. What could this test mean? Donald, scan for other ships in the area. Anything out of the ordinary. Perhaps some of Holt's allies are in another vessel. Captain, I've completed scanning. Report. The Dotal party down below appears to be rebuilding some of the abandoned ships at the Claw Basin spaceport. No transmissions from Holt detected, but he's probably down there. How do you figure that? Chara's up here, so I'm guessing that someone has to stay there and run things. Possibly. Orange Claw called. It turns out that Char was lying about beating his men. The skirmish was 10-17 in favor of Char, but the cat-like men easily dispatched their best shooters in the first 3 minutes. The rest was Char just grandstanding long enough for him to escape in a shuttle. Sounds like Char. When Slayton and Orange Claw get here, we can get the details. Sir, there's more. The base on the planet and the prisoner transport are using a standard Dotal carrier wave for their transmissions, so I can use the Cohnirri provided translators to eavesdrop on them at will. What are they up to? A Dotal fleet has responded to their hails, and someone named Purra is on his way. That's his test, evidently. Purra is bad news, isn't he? Yes, he might make Altasik look like a Boy Scout. That isn't good. We can't stop such a fleet. The chances of our survival are astronomical. I've asked the space crews we have to assist us. Maybe long enough for your ships to flee through the hyper corridor. I don't see how a crew of scientists is going to stand much of a chance. They will be coming. How long do we have? They will be here tomorrow. If they strike, we will be obliterated. Let's hope that doesn't happen. It's really all we can do for now. Have a little faith. This mission isn't going anywhere if we all think it's hopeless. He's right. It can't be hopeless. I wonder. Word has come from our people. The Cohnirri Alliance is dead, and we are victorious. Then why are we prisoners on this world? Krask, the work is over. You are not on Earth. This is that Grumus. We are free to go. We shall meet up with an approaching fleet. You claim this after all this work. They will not listen to you, a mere human. You will listen to me. I am directing the salvage operation. I still have you on a tight leash, Krask. Remember, you have a bomb attached to your head, and it also keeps you from shape-shifting. Fine. Blow off my head. See how far it gets you, human. We are angry. You all had us locked up in your prison for days, and now you want us to fight the humans? We can barely move. I will have no part in this war party. You are Dotal. You have no choice here. Our clan is decimated. Damn you all to the inferno. Guards, they're not answering. Button heads with their brethren. Reminds me of my senior year of football. I am Commander Nagail Purra of the Dotal. This planet is not one of our outposts, yet it lies between the once forbidden Sol system and us. You are female. State your business.
Nagail Purra, I am Favala, highest ranked worker on Altasik ship. The Hammered, and bring news. We are the masters of a transport ship that went to the Sol system, and we're now here. The humans pose little resistance to us, and we can easily conquer them, if that is your wish.
And I am Colonel Harry Holt, leader of the human group on the expedition. You are but a sight for me to look upon. You and a Cohnirri prisoner will approach me immediately. I am a man from Earth. My subordinates back home defeated your Altasik with a dumb stroke of luck. You come at an opportune time, as I do. We will destroy the humans together. You're a traitor. I have no love for Earth. So this is where it stands with us. You have something we need, and we have something you need. What could you possibly give us? You're just a lowly human. The command codes of the defense grid of the planet Earth, of course, in exchange for the location of Uga and safe passage there. And what?
You get Altasik's crewmen back, the ship that transported us here, and Krask leads them.
I trust you, Fevela, but not him.
You should trust me, Commander. The crew is mostly intact. The ones that didn't kill each other, foolishly.
I will accept the codes in exchange for Altasic's crew on the planet. But if they are not satisfactory, I will kill you.
I will not fail you.
I will need the command codes now, Favala.
I loaded them onto my data device.
Excellent. I will allow you both to come aboard my ship.
Guards to the shuttle. Take these two with you.
What? I thought we had a deal.
We do for the time being. Seize them and take them away.
Men, to the landing shuttle. Let's get off this route.